Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Hunter. I am the overseas pre-sales engineer, work for South Africa Hikvision. All right, so today I would like to introduce you guys with the Hikvision Smart City and Healthcare Solution. All right, let's go. So for the content, we will be separated into three parts. So the part number one will be Hikvision Corporate Introduction. Then part number two, it will be Hikvision Smart City Introduction. And the third part will be Hikvision Smart Healthcare Introduction. All right, so part number one, Hikvision Corporate Introduction, because before we start anything about a solution and product, I would like to quickly talk about Hikvision Corporate, what we are and what we do. All right, so firstly, I would like to introduce you guys with our Hikvision brand. So our vision is empower vision for the security and sustainable growth of the world. And our mission is to explore innovative ways to better perceive and understand the world, to empower vision for decision makers and practitioners, and work together to enhance safety and advance sustainable development around the world. So you can see these two pictures. They are Hikvision headquarters based in Hangzhou, China. We look forward to seeing you guys here. All right. So the next part is our business area. So with the video intelligence as our core competency, we provide a broad range of security products of video security, access control, and alarm systems, which are the three main segments of the market for physical security products. And Hikvision also provides integrated security solutions which equipped it with the AI technology that will empower the end users with new applications and possibilities for safety management. In addition to this, we offer intelligent vertical solutions using both AI and big data technology, which empower our customers with new applications and ways of managing both their security and business operations. And apart from our core business areas, Hikvision has expanded rapidly in other areas such as the smart homes, robotics, automotive, electronics, storage, and fire security. All of those endeavors are doing quite well, and we see increasing potential for the company to keep expanding into new areas. All right. So please let me quickly introduce some number details about Hikvision. So first one, world's leading. So Hikvision is the world's leading security company, and it is the provider of innovative security products and solutions. And I have to tell you, in every year, we spend 7 to 8% of our revenue to invest in research and development. That's why we have very strong R&D power and ability. We can make everything impossible to possible. And we have 59 international subsidiaries and branches offices around the world. And we have more than 26,000 employees around the world, and more than half of them are R&D engineers. So we have strong R&D ability. Also, we have more than 500 technology partners around the world, and Hikvision products are used in more than 150 countries and regions in the world. So that is pretty much like everywhere in the world. Okay, so how did we get to this remarkable market position? With our innovative mindset and pursuit of excellence, we have seized every opportunity to advance the industry from the early digit age to today's intelligence area. During the early years after Hikvision was established, we were the first to the market with the H.264 compression technology, which helped the industry begin the transition from analog to digital technology. In the next phase, from 2007 to 2009, Hikvision reinvented IP products, bringing the industry into an area of network security system. Then we also were first to the market with our new ISP technology, paving the way for high definition imaging. The two next phases are very important and cover the era of AI and data fusion. Hikvision established its algorithm team for AI technology research as early as 2006. Then, 10 years later, in 2016, we launched a full range of deep learning based products, which were followed by the introduction of our AI cloud. In 2019, we launched the AI Cloud Data Fusion platform, which enables coverage of the intelligent data from IoT. IoT means Internet of Things devices and the data from other network and data sources on demand. This involves extraction of new and valuable information via data cleansing, conversion, mining, analysis, and statistics, which supports data services for new types of advanced applications. The era of intelligence and data fusion represents important phases of our company history, which also has potential to shape our industry. As you can see, we have been on a very exciting journey since the company was established, and the results are very solid. Okay, so here are the Hikvision core technologies. So let me explain them one by one. So first, we have the artificial intelligence. This is the basement for analysis, AI. And then the cloud storage specifically designed for the public business project, those big projects, right? And we have the big data, all the algorithms or, recognition functions, they're based on the big data, right? This is the data's age, right? Then the video analysis and pattern recognition technology and audio and video codec, streaming media network and control. So audio and video data storage and embedded system development. So we can have IT partners all around the world, and that is the reason. Okay, so you can look at this map. This is the Hikvision global network. Adding or creating value is one of our highest goals as a company, and a very important element of value creation is in services. We have now opened 59 regional subsidiaries and branch offices in total. We have several hundreds offices around the world, because in some countries we have more than one offices, which means that you can find Hikvision employees all around the world. No matter where you are, we can provide our services. And we also have 4 overseas regional logistics centers to ensure the timely global logistics and distribution covering Europe, North America, Latin, and Middle East. We have established a global network of call centers in 9 regions, as well as after-sales services points and authorized maintenance service partners in more than 70 countries. Okay, so now we're going to part 2. So in this part, we will talk about the smart city. So we're going to have the smart city structure introduction. We're going to have smart city content modules introduction, and we will go through some successful story. All right, so part number 1, smart city introduction. Okay, what is the smart city? So this is the smart city background. As the human society makes continuous progress, modern city is facing more challenges and opportunities than ever before. But now, how can we deal with those problems with technologies? So for example, the first thing we're going to look at is the challenges. So the challenges could be the traffic problems, the safety problems, the housing problems, and some emergency problems, and so on. We have challenges everywhere because more and more people, they're living in the city, right? So they also have some demand. For example, they want their life to be more efficient, and they want to have a good environment, for the kids, for the health, and they want more security in their lives, and they want to have a convenience or conventional lives, so make everything easy in their daily lives. And then they also want a sustainable city that they can live for 100 years, 200 years, and so on. They have a lot of demands. Then we got opportunity here too, because we're looking at the challenges, we're looking at the demand. So we are facing opportunities as well. So for example, technology is developing very fast in these days. So for example, the cloud computing, the big data, the AI, the Internet of Things, the IoT that I mentioned earlier, and so on. So we have so many good technologies that can help us to conquer those challenges and meet our demand. So what we can do with that? Okay, smart city. What is smart city? Because smart city will be the solution for the problems we mentioned earlier. So the smart city is a urban area that uses different types of electronic Internet of Things sensors, like cameras or like PIR sensors, like a weight bridge and so on. We have those devices to collect data. And IoT devices can be, a lot of things I mentioned. So with those devices, we can do a lot of data mining and data generation and data collection. Okay, let's watch a quick video for the smart city. Okay, so this is the video for the Hikvision Smart City. So I think you will have a general idea with what the smart city is. Okay, so when opportunity arrives, we mentioned earlier, we want to build a smart city. Then what is the opportunities here? Okay, so first one, AI. So AI is the core technology among all the IT solutions. It leads us to the totally different technical generations, make impossible job to possible. Right? Also, the deep learning algorithm is one of the example. This algorithm make machines to recognize things like vehicles, the colors, the human body, and so on. And all this recognition is based on training. AI or deep learning algorithm, it's like a baby. We need a big sample like what we did when we were young. So In the beginning, we don't know what is a cat. So the parents told us, okay, this is a cat. And after 10 or 20 times later, then the first time I see the cat, I know, wow, this is a cat. So this is the same as the AI or the deep learning algorithm. It needs a big sample to learn, okay, to pick up. This is the multi-dimensional perceptual Internet of Things, consists of various videos and other sensors are moving forward intelligent applications. But we will also have some challenges here. So challenge number one, how to generate those information and how can we collect them. This is a challenge. A massive data, how can we generate them? Then when we generate it, how can we collect them? That is a challenge. Challenge number two, when we build the technology, but how can we make them fit into our daily work process? For example, we have a technology called ANPR. It is called auto number plate recognition. So it means the machine, it will read the license plate for you. But for normal people, we said, what I'm going to do with this license plate recognition technology because I don't use it. But for example, when you move this technology to the parking lots, right, or to the parking buildings, and this will save them a lot of time and improve their efficiency a lot. All right. Then challenge number three, is the technology fast enough for our daily use? So is the PC or the server's ability or the network speed, the power stability, all should be the factors we consider. Because when we have the technology, we want them to move as fast as we want. All right. But what is going to be the solution? So let me quickly introduce the solution. The solution will be AI cloud. So the AI cloud is a cloud structure which merges the edge computing and cloud computing into intelligent Internet of Things. So see this chart. The AI cloud is actually separated into three parts: the edge node, the edge domain, and the cloud. So the edge node, they focuses on the multi-dimensional data. So let me quickly take a look of it, right? It is focusing on multi-dimensional data collection and the front-end intelligent processing. So for example, this is like those cameras, those sensors, they are recording the videos, they're playing back, so we got those data. So this is the edge node, right? Then the second part is the edge domain. So for the edge domain, that focuses on the data storage, the intelligence processing, association analysis, and rapid responses. So when something happens in the edge node, for example, someone cross the important places that he doesn't supposed to be, okay, so that will trigger the alarm. So we will see everything in the edge nodes. Then lastly is the cloud center. So the cloud center is focusing on the multi-dimensional data fusion and the big data analysis and applications. So when we have a lot of data around the city, so according to those data, what we can do with that? For example, we can predict. For example, during the day, there's a lot of people on the ground, so we're going to predict, okay, so that can cause the traffic jam. So what are we going to do with the traffic system, right? Stuff like that. So this is a basic structure of the AI cloud. All right, so this is the AI cloud, right? Data gathering on demand. So when we move along, so the core idea of the AI cloud can be shortened to ABCD. So the A is for the AI. We need AI technology, artificial intelligence. We need the big data because we said we need multi-dimensional data for the training, so we can train the AI to learn more, to work faster. So we need big data. Then the cloud technology is also very necessary because the cloud gonna make everything efficient. All right, then the last one is the IoT device. So we need the endpoint. We need the physical devices to collect, to generate those informations. So D is also very important. And because of this ABCD, the AI, big data, cloud, and IoT device, we can do several things like edge perception. We can feel what happens in front, right? And coverage on demand. So based on the demand, what are we going to do with that, right? And multi-layered cognition. So for this one, we're going to feel, okay, so different layers, what is the data means for different layers? For normal people, what does that mean? For the management people, what does that to them, right? So what does that mean to them? So multi-layered cognition. Then the last one is multi-layer application with this data, with this technology. Okay, what we can do, what we can apply it to, right? So this is also important. Then because of the AI, we have the open ability to build an ecosystem. We will increase the efficiency of everything. And also, the intelligent applications boost vertical cooperation with partners. So if they want to have a project or they want to do something in one industry, so with the AI cloud, we can dig a deep hole in there. So we can have a purely vertical cooperation with them, all right, from the bottom to up, from the easy to the hard. Okay, so next part, we will talk about the smart city content modules. So the second part, we will talk about the smart city content module. All right, so this is the AI cloud vertical solution. As we just mentioned earlier, we are separated into the edge nodes. So the edge node are the simple videos and the image applications. Then for the edge domain, then that is for the intelligent IoT application. That is more like the linkage from the front end, from the edge node. Like we can do, the arming controls. We can do the vehicle trackings. We can do the video investigation and so on. Right. Then the last one is the cloud center. So the cloud center is the big data application. Based on those data, what we can do, what we will do, right? So those are the three main parts for the AI cloud. And with this AI cloud, we can have many solutions. For example, we can get the business data, we can have the vehicle data, and we can have the weather data, and so on. So all those data can be used in our daily lives to make all the process easier, to make the process more efficient, save everybody's time, and make your life better. Okay, so this is the structure of the AI models. So we actually separate them into 5 parts. So the part number 1 can be the police emergency. Policemen, they need a lot of data for the analysis, for the public safety, for the emergency handle, for the intelligent fire control. This is very important, right? And the food security and drug security. So this is for the police emergency. Then also we have the traffic administrations. We want to have intelligent traffics. Traffic is always a problem all around the world. So we want to have a smarter traffic system, and we want to have those public credits, right? Like your driver's license stuff. And then we have the concern about the industrial economy. So that could be the macro economy, and it can be the industrial economy. And because of this AI cloud, we can do more analysis in this industry, right? Also, we have the public well-beings. Like we want to have smart education, smart tracking, smart parking, smart tourism, smart healthcare, and smart community. So that will bring us a better life in the cities, right? Then we will do the social governance, right? So we want to have better nature ecology. We want to have better city management, make everybody an easy life. This is the smart city. Okay. So let's briefly talk about what we can do with that. All right. So the first module we're talking about is the arming control. So for example, this one, according to the videos or to the pictures you got from those cameras, some accident happens, in front of which street, right? You found in there. Then, according to our system, okay, we found the suspect. Okay, so he is going to the east or he's going to the west. At least we know the location of the suspect, right? Then, according to this, we will found a location, or we will found a range, so we might find him there. Okay, so for example, this is the map we have. All right, so we have the map, then we have the people's information, right? So we can pinpoint that map, so we found where that guy is, and everything here can be happened automatically because we have the automated arming control system. All right, so this is the first one, arming control, right? So we can find his route. As long as he appears in the video or appears in front of the cameras, we will find him. Okay, so this is for the arming control. Then the second thing is the trail analysis. So for example, we found a car accident and the driver, he just ran away. So the policeman says, okay, so let's find him. So for example, the victim tell us, okay, the vehicle has the license plate that is ABC 12345. Even the victim didn't memorize that, it's not a problem because we have surveillance camera in those areas, so we're gonna get that numbers, and according to this license plate, we will track him. All right, we'll track him. So we found the driver is, okay, so we're gonna get his human face. Okay, we found him, right? And we have the license plate, we have the driver's information. Okay, so we're gonna go through those videos, then you can see those pain points on this map, right? So those are all the footage of this vehicle and this driver. Okay, so on your mobile, okay, you can track the guy. So also with the mobile, yes, and RFID. With the mobile and RFID, it's easy for us. All right, so this one is the prediction and early warning. So this is a map we call this heat map. So the heat map, when you see this red area, that means that's a crowd of people or the crowd of the vehicles. So we know some of the places they're too crowded, some of the places, they just have too much traffic jams. So because of this data, we can do some predictions and early warnings, right? So we just, in case, unexpected events prediction. So if there's a lot of people that just suddenly appeared in one area, that worth an attention, right? That worth an attention. Also, the traffic flow prediction, if a lot of vehicle just happens in the same street or in the same area, that possibly going to cause a terrible traffic jam, right? So that worth a concern as well. And the city disaster prevention early warning, because if we know there's a typhoon or that could be an earthquake, so the first place we're going to take a look at is the place with the high people density. A lot of people live in those areas, that worth more attention, right? So this is for the prediction and early warning, right? So the next part is the intelligent traffic solution. So this is based on some key factors like the vehicles, the human, the road, the environment, and the cargo. Those are the factors we need to consider as a intelligent traffic solution. So what do we want to do with that, or the purpose of the ITS, intelligent traffic solution, is we want to have secured road surveillance and we want to have smooth traffic management. Okay, that is the reason we want to have the intelligent traffic solutions, because from the AI cloud, the benefits we can get is from the edge node, the container number detection. We can detect those containers where they are. All right, are those container cargo truck driving on the road he's supposed to drive? All right, and some event inspection. We can also put some checkpoints. So they will be the edge nodes. We're gonna find the video. We're gonna find the targets. right? Then the second part, the edge domain, so we can do the signal control because we know this part we have a lot of traffic, so we might give them more green lights than usual because if you don't do that, I mean the traffic is going to be too slow, right? Then we can give them some proper traffic guidance so we can lead them to a different way, avoid the busy way, right? Then cloud center, we can do the traffic big data, the traffic simulation. So before that traffic jam happens, we can have a formula to prevent that from happening. All right. So this is the intelligent traffic solution itself. Then because of the intelligent traffic solution, what we can get is like traffic guidance. Okay, so we know these vehicles, right? Found them. Then we found which roads they are busy. Okay, like the red, like the yellow, like the orange, those are busy roads. Okay, so we're gonna give them some guidance. Then the last is the guidance board. Okay, so we're gonna give them an idea. Okay, so this road is busy, that road is not busy. So please find a easy way to go. Yeah. So traffic guidance. All right. Then the last one is the traffic enforcement. So what is the traffic enforcement? So for example, people they just drive in an illegal way. So for example, he is parking illegally, or he's drinking while driving, or he is driving the wrong road, okay, or the truck is overloaded. So those kind of problems are a key to the car accidents or the traffic accidents, right? We want to avoid that, and before we avoid that, we need to detect that. So this is because of the intelligent traffic that is because of the intelligent traffic system. All right, then so because we found those things, then the violation event, they will be analyzed by the machine. Okay, you don't need human to sit in the office and looking at the vehicle or looking at the video all the time. The machine gonna help you to analyze if this guy he's illegal parking, if he's speeding, okay, if he's driving the wrong road. The machine do the job for you. All right. Then after we found those events, we can have the third-party punishment system, so they can have their traffic system because of the machine, right? So that's will make everything very efficient. Okay, then the last part we're going to talk about is the smart city successful stories. So this is actually one case that happens in China. All right, that was in 2008 during August 26. There's a city, let's say B city. The policeman department, okay, he received the report. That's a stolen. Okay, so someone's electronic bike was stolen by someone else, but he couldn't find it. So according to the AI cloud, I mean the smart city system, the policemen, they just go through those videos. Okay, so you can see this video. Right, so you can see the suspect. He's riding a bike. Okay, then he took that motorcycle. Okay, he took that motorcycle, and he just ran away. Okay, we found that, but the problem is we don't know who that guy is, and we don't know where he is going. So we have to rely on the machine. Okay, because of that. Okay, we got the suspect image input. Right, then the system gonna do the target image modeling. So that's gonna do a modeling job that will structuralize the guy. Okay, then we will find this target in the system. All right, you can watch this video. Okay, so yeah, this is a Chinese system because this is a Chinese domestic case. We cannot release the case that we are not authorized. So we choose a China domestic project. All right, so we just found a guy with his picture. All right, so okay, so this is the suspect. Right, so we choose the date and time. All right, we choose the date and time. Then we're gonna search him. All right, so we found the result. Okay, there are several images here. So we just got more pictures, so we're gonna search more pictures. So just type in his information and it will make a file for this suspect specifically. All right, so we just add more of him. All right, so we just put them in. All right, then we will search the system. Okay, we just add more just in case we don't miss him. So we just have as much as we can. I mean, the more sample we have, the higher the accuracy it will be, isn't it? All right. So just choose enough picture, even the time he's not with the bike, we can still see him, right? We still recognize this guy. Okay, now we just save the file of him, okay? Then we will search. Okay, so the results. Okay, so again, we found him in somewhere else. All right, so this is the strategy we found him. Okay. So let's go to the next one. So we found his routes. Okay, that is the guy. So we see this route, right? So this guy is going from there to there. Okay, so we got all his tracks. So we know this guy may be live in this area. Okay, easy. Okay. So for this thief, we just found him in 24 hours. It's very easy. When we got his picture, we analyze his face there. So we just found him. Okay, good. So the second part, or the third part, I should say, the third part, we're going to talk about a smart healthcare introduction. All right. So the first one, healthcare scenario introduction. All right. So firstly, the healthcare pain points we got, especially at this period of time. Okay. Traditional methods, they are, close contact. That is a high risk, and that will be high cost because the efficiency is low. So we need more manpower. And then it is difficult to collect the statistics. That is the traditional method of healthcare, all right, like a thermometer. Then the healthcare pain points, right? With our technology, how are we going to solve these pain points? Firstly, with the Hikvision healthcare technology, that's going to give you the fast and convenient method to get the person's temperature, to detect whether he's wearing the mask and stuff like that. That will reduce the manpower, and that will reduce the duration of skin surface temperature measurement. So that will make it very fast. And the real-time and accurate temperature detection is very important in this period of time. All right, so this is the Hikvision healthcare solution. So with our products, I will just emphasize on the main points. First is the skin surface temperature. Second, the mask detection. And the third, the social distancing measurements. Okay, those are three main points we have in our solution, and we will talk about it. Okay. All right, so this is a video for Hikvision healthcare solution.
temperature is abnormal. Please check.
Authenticated. Please wear a face mask. Please wear a face mask. Please wear a face mask. Authenticated. Abnormal temperature. Abnormal temperature. Abnormal temperature.
Abnormal temperature. Abnormal temperature. Abnormal temperature. Please wear a mask. Please wear a mask. Please wear a mask.
Alright, thank you for watching this video. So let's continue. So the second part we are going to talk about are the solutions we have for Hikvision healthcare. Alright, so we are going to talk about 6 solutions. So the first one is the employee management solution. Then the second is the social distancing. Then we'll talk about non-stop detection. Then another one is the efficient crowd screening. Then is the fast deployment solution, and the sixth one is the mobile transportation solution. All right, so let's talk about the first one. So the first is access and attendance based on temperature screening and mask detection. So this is the main mode device. This is the access control device that can detect your temperature and your mask. I think this is one of the devices we talked about in the video before. Okay, then this is the easy topology. We can just have the device, the frame, the brackets, and the tablets that we can live view everything, the temperature, the mask, and it's very easy to install. So this is the video that we have the access control, the time attendance, we have the temperature detection and mask detection, and so on. So this is a very easy solution, but have a lot of convenience for you. All right, so this is the first solution. Then the second solution we're talking about is the social distancing solution. So this is specifically for the flow control and close contact alarm for social distancing. So this is the flow control. So when people get in, we know how many people we have in there. Right? If the people amount is beyond the limitation inside of the area, then it's going to show in red. All right. So the second thing is the social distancing detection. So from this video, you will look at our camera that will detect, all right, the social distancing. All right. All right. So from this image, from this image, you will look the social distancing. So the camera can detect the distance between the two people and the camera can trigger the alarm if they're too close to each other. Alright, so this is the non-stop protection. So these are the videos of the camera. So this is the topology. Alright, so this is the NVR's image. Alright, then when we have the video play, okay, so we have a lot of people, they just come together. So, you know, in the peak hours, people don't want to stop because they're very busy. So you don't have to stop, you just go forward. All right, so we detect your temperature, you don't even know you're getting detected. So it's a very efficient solution. Then this is the efficient crowd screening. All right, so the left one is the handheld version. All right, so this is a handheld version thermographic camera, so it can just quickly deploy it anywhere you want. All right, we just detect the people one by one. It's very, very easy. All right, then on the right hand side, that is the thermal camera. So the good thing about the right one is it is very efficient because it can detect 30 people at the same time in the same image. But the previous one is detecting one by one, so you can tell the right one it's gonna be more efficient in bigger scenario. So the left one is in a smaller scenario. All right. So the next one is the fast deployment solution. Okay, the fast deployment solution will mainly talk about the thermal cameras plus the tripods. All right, so you can just put a camera on a tripod and then you can just install it anywhere you want. Then the right one is the metal detector door. So it is not just a metal detector door, but it has a thermal cameras on top. So you can have the camera detect the temperature, all right, plus the metal detector detect the metal stuff. Right, and the sixth one is the mobile transportation solution. All right, so the sixth one we're going to talk about the mobile. All right, so this is the video. Okay, so this is the bus terminal we has that specifically designed for the buses. Okay, it has the thermal camera and also has the optical camera. Right, and it has a large screen, right? So when people get in on the bus, we detect his temperature, detect whether he's wearing a face mask, okay? So if the guy is in high temperature, he is not allowed to get on the bus. All right, so this is the thermal bus terminal. All right. So with the terminal, you can do many stuff like the temperature detection and the mask detection, but if you want to do the flow control, so for example in this period of time, we're thinking we only allow 20 people they're getting on the same bus, so we have the flow control device on the bus as well, so that will control the people amount that is stay on the bus. All right, so the right one, you can see the green means yeah, you can get more people, but the red means it's full. All right, you should wait for the next bus. So this is the mobile transportation solution. So that is specifically used on those public transportation. All right. So next part, we will talk about some successful stories. So the first story we're going to talk about, this is the project we did on a airport called Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport. Also, this is known as the Roissy Airport. All right, this is the largest international airport in France and the second busiest airport in Europe. We did a project like this. All right, this is in France. Also, we have some other projects. Okay, so this is the second project called Bogota Airport, that's in Colombia, South America. All right, so this is the thermal cameras as well. All right, so we detect the people that in the airport. So this is the mass detection, so we can detect 30 people at the same time. So it's a very efficient solution. All right, so the right hand side one is the Memorial Hospital in Thailand. So this is a metal detector door plus the thermal cameras, actually. Okay. So this is the people, they just get in. Okay, we detect his body temperature. So when people get in, we detect his body temperature. So this help the hospital to have a quick precaution. All right. Then the next one is the Hong Kong Zhuhai Macau Bridge in China. So the next one is the Hong Kong Zhuhai Macau Bridge in China. All right. So this is it's on the bridge, that rest area, so we can detect the people's temperature and mask detection. So this is very crucial during the beginning of this year, right? Okay, so this is this project. All right. All right. Then the next one is the Public Works Authority in Qatar. Okay. So this is actually in the office building. Okay. So we detect a person's temperature in there. We actually have a massive amount of projects all around the world, but we can't list them all here because that's going to take 3 days long. So I think that will be all for today's training. So today we talk about the Hikvision corporate introduction. Then we talk about the smart city solution. Then we talk about the healthcare solution. So I hope you all enjoy your day. Thanks for joining us today.